What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Long time no see. It has been a wild ride for me these past couple of days, just between moving into this new place. I don't know if you guys are able to see behind me or not. It's pretty dark in here. And then I was traveling back to Illinois and then back today. It was just a wild couple of days, to say the least. Moving and then getting on a 3.5 hour flight right after is just not a fun time, to say the least. But coming back to what we have going on, I'm going to give you guys an early video for May 14th, 2024. It is the night of the 13th currently, and we are green, baby. Full sweep on the day for your boy. Woke up really early today in Chicago, locked in all my VIP picks, locked in our free video, and we cashed on 13 of the 13 lines, 13-0 on all our parlays, 4-0 on the parlays. So it was a green day. We love to see that. But for right now, we are just going to lock in on Sleeper. We're going to do a little 3-man action. This is a 4.2x multiplier, I believe, in total. 4.2. So we got some juicy ones. We did not take an alt line on this, so these are all straight lines. We're going to be locking in on Sleeper, guys. If you're not already locked in, use my code IOPICKS. They're going to match you up to $500 on the deposit match. That's for first-time users. Same with Chalkboard. They're just giving 100, so it is what it is. It's 5 times better on Sleeper right now just because they got all that venture capitalist money. But use my code on both these. It's the same, IOPICKS. If you guys aren't on there, you can lock them in on whatever one you want. Really, the lines are probably going to be the exact same for these, I would assume. If they're not, then obviously you're going to have to lock in on Sleeper. Sleeper does have 2 free picks for us tomorrow. Both of them are for new users only. You got Jokic over 0.5 points and then Chris Sale over 0.5 strikeouts. Just because we're already doing a 3-man, I mean, you can add it on if you want. It doesn't really matter. It'll make it very, very juicy, probably like a 7x multiplier or something like that if you put Jokic on there. But we're just doing 3 straight plays for today. I'm just going to get into it, not waste any time here. So we are going Isaiah Hartenstein under 14.5 rebounds and assists. We're attacking this guy again. The books just moved his lineup because of this 20. How many rebounds did he have? He had a ton. 12, and then he went off on assists too. So what do you have, 6? 8? Yeah, okay, obviously, math. So 8 assists for Isaiah is ridiculous. I mean, his line is 4.5, and he's only a 7 out of 30. So, I mean, we could honestly fade this as well. But it's basically the same for the RA line. I just like getting a little bit of a boost on it. I mean, him getting 8 assists is just not very likely, but also at the same time, 20 on the RA line is just, it's not necessarily going to be expected moving forward. Against Indiana, I mean, he's 3 for 10. So he's got 2, actually 3 this year. Actually, that's not terrible. He's basically 50% on the year for them there. But, I mean, if you look at his last, what stretch is this? It's got to be, yeah, so it is 10. So he's only 1 for his last 10. The only game that he hit in the playoffs, yeah, that was the start of the playoffs. So the only game that he hit in the playoffs was this crazy 20 RA line. So, I mean, we'll see how this series is going to go. It's going to be very interesting. But I think the Knicks are probably going to pull it out. But with that said, I mean, it's just not a line. It's raised up because of the 20. I mean, let's see what his actual line is. It was chilling at around like 10.5, which kind of is where it should be if you really think about it. Maybe 11.5 is a little bit fairer, but let's back out to the 30. Yeah, I would say like 11.5 is where the true line should be. So if it's raised up artificially because of the 20-pointer, I'm very comfortable fading that. I mean, we faded his boards. I think it was like 12.5 or something like that. And he got 5, so they also got blown out. But regardless, I think that this is just blown too high because of that one game. And we're just going to ride the cold hand here. Playoffs have showed us that he's not going to produce very much. One outlier isn't going to scare us away, and if the books raise the line, we're just going to abuse it. So that's what we're doing for our first one. Second one, we're going Ben Shepherd over 7.5 PRA. So the one game that we took Ben in this obviously sells. I believe it was 8.5 too. So we raised the line a little bit. Actually, no, it was 7.5 because he was green on these. So same line, 7.5. I just think, I mean, when we miss by 1 on our 1 miss out of his last 10, he's 12 for his last 15. It's nice, and it shows that he's got a decent ceiling where he just got 13 in the last game, so he's going over by 6. or 5 basically. So that's a nice sign that we like seeing. But as long as Ben can get in like the 14, 15, 16 minute range, I mean, he's been averaging around 18. So I mean, the 9's an outlier too, so it may even raise it up a little bit more towards like the 19-ish range. If we can get there as a bench player, I mean, he's shown that he can get production, and I think that we're going to continue to see it. He's 3 for his 4 games of this series against the Knicks, so I think we have a very, very good chance, assuming that he doesn't have any playing time issues for whatever reason. I think he gets his normal minutes. This should be perfectly fine. So we're going to continue to take this Ben Shepherd line as long as he keeps performing. We love when he's going over 12, 12, 13, even 11 on that is nice. So on a PRA line like that, we like attacking the over. So that's what we're doing. The next one is Mike Conley over 2.5 rebounds. I mean, at this point, there's only a couple teams left, so some of these lines may be redundant. But I just think that this is a great line regardless. I mean, we took the 3.5 and it cashed. But I don't really care that he sold the last one by 1. It's not that big of an issue. He literally just put up 6. So I'm not too worried about it at all. This is, I mean, outside the Atlanta game, he's cashing 8 of the last 9 playoff games. I don't know why that was difficult for me. Degreed engineer, sometimes you wouldn't think it. Should be good at math. But anyway, I think that we have 1 regression in the playoffs. He's going to go over it again. I'm not worried about it. Even with Denver playing better these last 2 games, I mean, the first game that they played better, he puts up 6. So 2.5 is very low. I mean, I would still consider taking it at 3.5. But yeah, not too worried about it. We should get at least 3+. So that is what we are doing for today's slip, guys. I will show you it down here at the end. I was talking in a group actually earlier. I should probably hide these slips at the end just because I know that most of you are just skipping the view time and coming right here for the slip, but it is what it is. Hi, everybody that skipped. Thanks for skipping my nonsense commentary on it. I wish you guys would watch me, but it actually makes sense when I'm going through the Props.Cash thing. But anyway, we have Isaiah Hartenstein under 14.5 assists and rebounds. You got to fade this bum. It's just artificially inflated. Ben Shepherd over 7.5 PRA. Just way too low of a PRA line for Ben, especially with the ceiling. And then Mike Conley over 2.5 rebounds. Don't give a shit that damn, not supposed to swear. 2. Oh, well. Don't care that he sold in the last game. We are going over on the 2.5. I expect him to probably get around 4. So should be good to go on that. That is what we have going for tonight's video, guys. I will be back tomorrow for a player prop shop video. Everything is back to normal now. Thank God. My life actually has some consistency in it. The past 2 weeks have just been a circus act. So we are back to our normal scheduled program. I got 2 free videos for you guys. I already pre-recorded one of them, about to record the next. So check out for those on the shorts. If you guys are only following me on YouTube, what are you doing? Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on TikTok. Follow me everywhere. It's the same ad on all platforms. So that's what we got going on, guys. I will see you in the next one. Peace.